So you don't want to lose money in the stock market. Well, stay tuned. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you how you can invest in the stock market as a beginner and not lose money. Let's get right into it. Step number one, in order to get started in the stock market, is deciding how you want to invest. Do you want to open up your own account and invest into your stocks yourself? That's option number one. Option number two, finding someone else to manage your stocks for you. Step number three is going to be putting your money into a 401k account with your employer. Now, I'm going to go with the assumption that you're choosing step number one and opening up your own account. Let's move on to step number two, choosing a brokerage account. Brokerage account just means where you can buy and sell stock. I would suggest Robinhood, as that's the app that I have used for quite some time. I have a link down below if you'd like to use it. You would get a free stock by opening up an account with them. As you go through and open up an account with them, they will take you step by step in how to be able to open that account with them. Next up, you want to understand the difference between investing in individual stocks and investing in ETFs, which are what's called an exchange traded fund. Individual stock is investing in a particular company. Let's call this company Apple. And so you're investing in Apple individually, and you're going to own a little piece of them. If you invest in an exchange traded fund, what that means is instead of just getting one piece, you're going to be investing in multiple different companies, and you're going to have a whole slew of companies. For instance, the ETF called the S&P 500. That is going to be the top 500 companies in the US, and you're going to be getting a little piece of each of those companies. The benefit of investing in an ETF is that it allows you to have a little piece of each and every company in that top 500 list, but it also does not give you so much risk that if one thing happens to one of those companies, that then you lose a lot of money. It's going to give you a little bit of risk, and so you'll have a little reward, but your money will be fairly safe. If you invest in an individual stock, if something happens to that stock, you could potentially lose a lot of money, but you also could potentially gain a lot of money. So you have to decide what's best for you. Next up, you want to start investing in the stock market every single month. So this means going ahead and setting up an automatic deposit from your bank account into the Robinhood app. And that's something you're able to do within the Robinhood app. This is going to allow you to consistently be investing in new stocks every single month and just being able to get more comfortable with investing by having more money each month to be able to work with. Next up, you want to make sure that you're focusing on the long-term investing. Time in the market beats timing the market. That's a very common saying. All it means is those who try to time the market and either buy or sell stocks at the right time so that they're able to make money, oftentimes lose money. And so as a beginner, you want to make sure that you're investing in either ETFs or individual stocks that you've done the research on and that you know are going to be a good company to invest in for the next couple of years. And lastly, you want to manage your portfolio. If you focus on the long term rather than the short term gains, then you are going to have success in the stock market. It's going to be something that you will be able to have a good, healthy return on that money, and you won't be risking it because you won't be trying to time the market. Those who try to time the market are oftentimes finding that they're losing a lot of money, and it's because it's really difficult to time the market. It's better to invest for the long term. Lastly, you want to manage your portfolio. So you want to be looking back at what you're investing in. How is everything doing? Do you need to sell some stocks and invest in something else? As you grow in your knowledge and understanding of stocks, you'll be able to better understand if an individual stock has lost so much value or is just a good time to go ahead and sell that stock. If you're investing in ETFs, oftentimes those are very safe and they do not fluctuate very much, so you may not have to watch your portfolio as much. Naturally, this is just the beginning of understanding how to invest in the stock market. Now, if you found value out of this, every week I've released a video on investing and saving your money, so go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you next week.